big question. Well, here's the thing most folks may or may not know. Up to 85% of your Social Security benefits may be taxable depending on your total provisional income. It's not age-based, and these brackets have not changed since 1993. So it depends on your combined income, not your age or how long you've collected benefits. Provisional income, which we'll discuss in a little more detail, includes adjusted gross income plus non-taxable interest plus half of your Social Security benefits. And as I mentioned before, these thresholds have not changed since 1993, meaning each year more retirees crossed into taxable territory each year. Understanding these rules helps you plan withdrawals strategically to minimize the taxable portion of benefits. So, depends on if you're a single filer or married filing jointly. At single filer, if you're below 25,000 in provisional income, none of it's taxed. If it's 25 to 34,000, up to half of it's taxed, and above 34,000, up to 85% is taxable. Married filing jointly, everything below 32,000 for provisional income means zero taxes. 32 to 44,000 up to 50% is taxable, and above 44,000 up to 85% is taxable. Okay, by the way, these are the federal thresholds only. Several states also tax benefits with their own rules. Some of the states, and I won't go into this in great detail, Colorado has special rules. If you're above 65, it's fully exempt. If you're below 65, there are places where you get to pay more in taxes. Connecticut, fully exempt if your income is low enough, below 75 for singles, below 100 for married filing jointly. Minnesota uses a special equation, which I'm not going to get into. Montana offers a deduction. New Mexico, below certain incomes. Rhode Island, this is an interesting one. You are exempt if you reach full retirement age, but if incomes below state thresholds. By the way, full retirement age, it's not when you quit your job and get the gold watch. It's a very specific number depending on the day you were born. If you were born on January 2nd, 1960 or later, then your full retirement age is 67. If you were born before that, it is something smaller than that. Utah provides a tax credit. Vermont, and there are certain thresholds where you're fully exempt, others where you pay. So if you manage your income through strategic withdrawals to stay below higher thresholds. Okay, let me tell you how provisional income is calculated. First, they start with your adjusted gross income. Keep in mind, if you pull money out of a regular IRA or 401k, your adjusted gross income will go up. If you pull it from a Roth IRA or 401k, it will not change your adjusted gross income. And that's why I tell people be sure to conserve your Roth accounts for times when you're close to a threshold. And this is important not only for Social Security, but for Medicare surcharges. Here's an interesting wrinkle. If you are getting a lot of interest from municipal bonds, which generally speaking has some sort of tax exemption, it counts towards your provisional income. And you need to understand this calculation that helps you make smarter decisions with which retirement accounts to tap into during different tax years. So let me give you a real world example. Single taxpayer has a $30,000 adjusted gross income. He has $500 in tax exempt bond interest and receives $18,000 a year in Social Security benefits. For those doing the math, that's about $1,500 a month. So his provisional income equals $30,000 plus the $500 in tax exempt interest plus $9,000 totaling $39,000, which exceeds the $34,000 threshold. So up to 85% of the benefits become taxable, flowing into regular tax brackets. This shows why coordinating withdrawals with Social Security timing matters for tax efficiency. Okay, some things that can help, but you need to be careful. Doing Roth conversions before you claim. Now, unlike the Medicare surcharges, which we're going to talk about next week. They don't look 2 years back. It's same year thing. So if you're not collecting Social Security, it might be a good idea to consider doing some Roth conversions, because every time you do a Roth conversion from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA, you're going to be increasing your adjusted gross income. You got to manage your withdrawal timing. Carefully coordinate withdrawals from taxable, tax deferred, and tax free accounts each year to try to keep that provisional income below the next taxation threshold if possible. And something else, consider delaying your benefits. Waiting to claim Social Security until age 70 increases monthly benefits while giving you time to draw down your tax deferred accounts at lower rates. All things being equal, the difference between a Social Security check drawn at age 62 and 70 is an increase of about 76%. Keep in mind that when husband and wife are both drawing Social Security checks, if someone dies, the smaller check goes away. So if you are younger than full retirement age, you can earn money at a job over a certain amount, and they'll start pulling back a certain amount of your Social Security check in the following year. So if you are younger than full retirement age, drawing Social Security and working, that is a possible thing that could bite you. So there's important stages for every stage of your life. If you're a young professional, your biggest question is, am I maximizing tax advantage retirement accounts? Should I prioritize Roth or traditional contributions? Do I have adequate emergency savings and insurance protection? In your mid-career, am I on track to meet retirement income goals? How can I optimize 401k investments and catch-up contributions? Should I consider Roth conversions now? If you're a pre-retiree, when should I claim Social Security? Even though you can't claim Social Security in most cases till you turn 62, it's time to start thinking about it. How will required minimum distributions at age 73 affect my tax situation? What withdrawal strategy minimizes overall taxes? And retirees, how can I manage combined income to reduce Social Security taxation? Are there opportunities for qualified charitable distributions? Should I adjust my investment allocation for income stability? Okay, you can schedule a complimentary consultation to discuss your retirement tax strategy. First visit with me is free. We'll do a quick personalized overview and maybe give you a few thoughts on tax smart planning. Unique retirement situations need customized strategies for optimal tax results. We'll review your financial picture, including timing and account withdrawals, schedule the day to minimize taxes and maximize retirement income. I do in-person Zoom and phone appointments. I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there is a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can click on the Schedule an Appointment button in the upper right-hand corner of my website. If you want to see more videos like that, click on that YouTube button. It's that red one in between the Facebook and LinkedIn buttons in the upper bar. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For those who prefer the good old-fashioned telephone, 518-631-2569. Do not text that number. Will both be said, because I will not get it. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendation for any individual. All performance referenced is historical. No guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax or legal advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. This information is intended to be educational, not tailored to the investment needs of any specific investor. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. There is no guarantee that a diversified portfolio will enhance overall returns or outperform a non-diversified portfolio. Diversification does not protect against market risk. Okay, everybody, I'll see you next week. Have a blessed weekend, everybody.